Hello, and welcome back for another exciting episode of Legacy Made Clear with your friend and mine, the one, the only, the incomparable, the unforgettable. What's his name again? Oh, yeah, Aaron Stringer. Hey, Aaron.
Just
How you
keep
doing?
going with those.
Yeah, we'll
That's
keep
all.
going with that. You doing okay today?
Yeah, doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I know today we've got a really important topic to talk about, and that is estate planning for families who have special needs family members. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
I'd love to. Yeah, and I'll say that this topic actually hits home because my youngest daughter does have special needs herself, and so
Okay.
this is something that I really care. Well, I care about lots of different things, but this especially just to knowing that it is something that families need. Families in that position really need.
Yeah.
So, specifically, what it can do, because many of children or even adults that do have some kind of special needs or a disability of some kind, they qualify for benefits, whether that's from the state or through various organizations, and those those benefits often come with requirements, like you have to qualify for them. So what we don't want to do with estate planning is disqualify them from those benefits.
Oh,
So that's one of the main ideas behind estate planning for special needs. For example, if a child or an adult again would qualify for state benefits to help with their health care or to provide help with housing or whatever it may be. Those often come with they have a maximum amount of assets that that person can own.
oh,
So and it can be very low, like for Medicaid, for example, I think it's about $2,000 of total assets that a person can have, and so that's going to be easily you're going to go over that threshold very easily if, for example, they inherit property from their parents. So the idea there is to set up the estate plan in a way that does not disqualify them from those benefits that they're going to receive, but still provide their inheritance in a way where they can benefit from that inheritance as well. So hopefully get the help from both sides, both angles is the idea.
that is a really good idea because I know that there are some things, well, that you just mentioned to make sure that the family member is protected because the
Yeah,
government does have some rules, and if they're on SSI or
yeah,
something like
exactly.
that, and it could disqualify them from receiving their
Yeah,
particular benefits.
yeah, and I think that's the last thing that parents want to do. And so when I have a client that's in that situation, we talk about different options. You know, they can do a typical revocable living trust and include provisions within their own trust that would create a special needs trust upon their death.
Yeah.
So that way, you know, the
Oh,
parents are going to be around to take care of the child their entire lives, but upon the death of the parents, this new trust is created with the whatever share that that child would receive. But instead of going directly to that child, it'll continue to be held in a trust, and those funds would be overseen by a trustee who
yeah.
can kind of watch over, and if that child has a certain need that isn't being taken care of otherwise, then they can use those funds for that. But it's not going to disqualify them because the child themselves does not have authority over those assets or those funds that are in the trust.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So you mentioned a new type of trust to me. It's called a special needs trust. That's a new
Yeah.
term I hadn't heard before.
Yeah, yeah, it's a great setup. So it does exactly what, like I just mentioned. So it's a way to make sure that there is that inheritance or that share that's set aside for the child, because of course they deserve it as much as any of the other children. But because of the way it's held in this trust, it's not going to disqualify them from any other benefits.
Oh,
So it can be done, like I said, in the parents' trust. It can be created within that trust, and it's what you would consider a testamentary special needs trust, just meaning that it's created on the death of the parents. or it can be its own standalone special needs trust. So the parents can create this whole separate trust from their own estate planning, and that way it's effective, it's active for the child's entire life, and anyone can, parents, grandparents, other family members can all, donate to it during the child's lifetime.
It seems like a great plan. So, Aaron, if somebody has questions about this, how's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, please reach out by phone. You can call me at 435-817-9187, or email is always great as well. So astringer@redcliffelegal.com.
And they can also visit you on your website, which just happens to be redcliffelegal.com. And we want to remind everybody to also, you can watch, subscribe, and share all of Aaron's podcast on YouTube and also on all the major podcast channels. Aaron, thank you so much. We'll see you again next time, okay?
All right, thank you.
Take care.